Hi friends, I'm excited to do our Bible lesson together. Our lesson today is about the greatest commandment. Can you think a long time ago when we talked about Moses? And Moses went up a mountain to talk to God. And God gave him the 10 commandments, 10 rules that we have to follow and rules that God gave his people. Well, Jesus also gave his disciples another commandment. And this was when it wasn't as long ago as Moses, it was more recent. And Jesus gave his disciples, and us too, some rules. So Jesus was out talking with all the people all around the city, and people were listening to him. But there were still some people that didn't believe Jesus was God's son. And so they would ask him questions and they would try to trick him. And do you think Jesus would be able to be tricked? No, you're right. But these people still didn't think he was the real Son of God. So they tried to trick him. And tried to trick him into saying something that he shouldn't say. But Jesus always gave the right answers to their questions. One man asked Jesus, "What is the most important law that we have?" You would think all the laws would be the same, huh? But Jesus answered him with the words, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and all your mind." Does that remind you of a song that we sing? Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and all your strength. I will love the Lord with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my mind, and all my strength. Do you remember singing that song? We sing that song in praise and worship, and we sing it in chapel. Well, this is what this song is about. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and all your mind. He also told the man that was trying to trick him that the second most important law is love your neighbor as yourself. Can you say that with me? Love your neighbor as yourself. Who are our neighbors? You may think of the person that lives next door, but really, our neighbors as Christians are anybody that might need help. Can you think of people who might need help? Like somebody who's sick, or somebody that's younger than you, or have other kinds of problems. I'm sure you know lots of people that might need help. Those are our neighbors. And really, our neighbors are anybody that we are around. So we have to love those people as much as we love ourselves. God wants us to love all kinds of people, even if they're different from us. So how do you think if we had a new student come to our class, how could we love that student the same way we love ourselves? Do you have any ideas? Yeah, we could play with them and we could invite them to come and color with us. Or we could play on the blocks table with that friend. Yeah, those are great ideas. How could you be a neighbor if your mom is sick or doesn't feel good? How could you be a neighbor to your mom? That sounds silly, doesn't it? To be a neighbor to your mom. But you could take care of her. Yeah. Or maybe do an extra chore around the house, or play with your brother or your sister when you really didn't feel like it, just to help your mom out. How could you love your neighbor if your neighbor was somebody that fell on the playground? If a friend fell on the playground, how could you be a good neighbor and love that person if they fell on the playground? right? You would ask them, are you okay? And you would help them or give them a hug or bring them to a teacher so that they could get a Band-Aid or maybe an ice pack. Yeah, that's how you can love your neighbor as yourself. You would think, if I fell on the playground, what would I want my friend to do for me? And then you do that to your friend.